Good day to all of you. My name is Carl from Trade and Community, and today I will be doing the weekly forecast for you guys. In this week's forecast, we will be going over Bitcoin, Ethereum, GALA, AXS, and MATIC. So sit back and relax and enjoy the show. So to start this one off, let's have a look at Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin was actually rejecting the bottom side right here of the zone that we wanted to look for. I kind of wanted them to dip up a little bit higher, but looks like they did a reversal over there. Now broke down, and now actually the moment of truth will come here. If Bitcoin will make a new low locally, and I mean as in a new low right here, and actually lose this bottom side, what I will be looking for then, of course, is just a move down, rejection here into the new low. Of course, yeah, maybe it can still go a little bit higher, but the same idea that we had last week will still prevail. So how can they make us go up from here is if instead of losing this, we will be holding it. If we now make a new high and do an achievement right there, then I would be interested in looking for longs in the area of 38,700s, because if you achieve the high range zone right here, you don't really want to lose the bottom side of it anymore. And thus what we will get then is the same story as last week. Then I'm looking for 43,500s, hold the retest of 41 and then go to the upside. However though, if we start losing this area right here, not sweeping it, but losing it, then yeah, I'm looking for the red line, and then I'm looking for 30Ks. So that's it for Bitcoin. Let's head over to the next one. So up next, we have Ethereum USDT. Looking at ETH, they went to the zone we wanted them to reject. After going there, we are also coming back down to the level we wanted them to go down to. Now, of course, if they could have held the high range, you would expect a way more impulsive move up. Since I haven't done that, and we're now at this bottom side right here, it's starting to look a little bit more iffy. The first thing you of course want to do is what we were looking for last week as well, is re-achieve this high range. Now here I'm talking about rejecting it, but of course if we are able to get above it again and utilize it as support, we might be able to, break it again and still go to these highs, then hold these lows or these lows right here. So this one or this one, preferably seeing that it's not that big of an, pump move. I think we might just do the bigger retracement there as well if we do go all the way up there. Now, of course, if they just reject it and make a new low, you're looking for an origin swing retest, and after that origin swing retest, this range is kind of done, and then you're looking for 18,870-ish if this starts breaking. Of course, there's a lot of liquidity down here, so knowing ETH, it might just step in a few times into it, then either break down or try and breaking up. So actually not that much has changed since last week, so let's head over to the next coin. Up next, we have GALA USDT. We haven't looked at this one in a long time, so I figured, maybe it's time again to look at it. And looking at GALA, man, we had this very big pump into the accumulation right here. They did achieve the failure, and thus it was kind of nice, or quote-unquote bullish, to look to buy the higher low right here. Of course, what do you want them to do now is you want them to go above the move that made us, well, that brought us to this zone again. And for that reason, what am I looking for? Yeah, okay, I actually like where they are in terms for longs. So you don't really want them to go too much below this. You can maybe even say that this would be the liquidity zone. However, the most important thing that I will have to do is start to re-achieve this high range at $0.25. So I think they can still come back down in here a little bit, maybe make another sweep, maybe then finally go up, hold the higher range. But the main importance will be to re-achieve 0.25, make it hold as support, and then the main target will still be 0.28. If we can start to close in between the 0.28 and we can make sure it becomes support, or even do a little bit of a bigger retrace into a big pump, the main target would be 0.33. After 0.33, 0.28 might be likely, but the midpoint can be likely as well at 0.3. That would be a bullish expansion, right? And then of course your next target would be getting above 0.35, and then you will have a parabolic move like crypto loves to do. Now, this is the bullish case scenario. Of course, the bearish case scenario will be losing it and never being able to re-achieve 23s. If you can't re-achieve 23s, you're probably going down. So those will be the key pivot points that I will be looking out for. So that's it for GALA. Let's head over to the next one. For our next coin, we have AXS USDT. So let's have a quick glance at this one. What has it been doing? We had this very big parabolic move, came back down here. We still are in quite a decent downtrend. We haven't really been able to shift the trend back into an up one. Now, if we really want to, you know, change it back to an up move, what I want them to do is actually go above 63s, make a new high here, come back down, hold the midpoint over the previous accumulation right here, and then make a boom. That would be my main lookout for on the daily for us to start getting this, you know, trend shift into a bullishness, bullish move. Now, if that doesn't happen, you know, where would we then go to? Looks like I'm looking for a sweep of 40.26 will be the main idea on AXS. So let's go and dig into the lower time frames a bit, because I'm kind of curious what kind of formations we are getting here. So that tested a higher range, they're holding the bottom side. To be fair, the trade on this one has already been given. So if you're looking for a new trade at this low, it has already been given. You kind of want them to start making new highs now. What you can do though is go on to lower time frames and check if you can find some kind of continuation pattern down there. If you can't find one, what I would suggest you to do is look for something after the breakout of 50.8 to see if they can actually hold it after moving up, right? So hold it and then try to move higher, probably into this block of 55.68. Now, let's say that we do start failing here, right? What would I then look for? Then I would look for this new low, retest of 47s. Now, this retest of 47s is kind of important because if we reject it, of course, you will make a new low. But if we then go up, this would again be another kind of long signal. So if you don't have a long yet, don't worry. Wait for it to achieve 50.58, or wait it for it to come down here and then re-achieve this and then look for a long right there. Or maybe look for a long down here as well, if they don't just fall through and I give you some kind of setup that you like to play there. If AXS starts to, you know, dump it, then I'm looking for 40.26 as my long zone all the way to 37.5. For long targets, if you get a long right here, take a decent PT at 55.9 and then at 63.2. That's all for AXS, so let's head over to the next one. For our last pair, we have MATIC USDT, and looking at MATIC, it's kind of obvious what they want to do, right? At least what time frame, well, so not what time frame, at least what setup they want to play or what level they want to go above of on the daily time frame. So let's say that you are not in a position yet, and let's say that you really want to wait for a lot of confirmation. What I would personally wait for is a move to 1.70 and a retrace on the continuation move right here. If you can hold that area, then you're really looking for another move up all the way to 1.8. So that's the higher time frame edge that I'm having. And also, like, if we really do start to go and break again, then I'm looking for 1.15 all the way to basically to $1. So other than that though, let's see what the lower time frame is currently telling us, and let's see if we can find some moves over there. I think here it's kind of easy to say as well. The long L has already been given, right? So you kind of touched the top side, wanted to hold this lower end right here. That's where they were accumulating. So now there's not really that much of a long on this time frame at least. So what I would wait for again is just a move to 1.5. Looking for them to come back down. They can hold this small move that brought us to the high there, 1.5, and then do the pump. Other than that, a little bit more of a safer play would be for them to come back down here, take a PT at that midpoint, and then look for them to go as well to 1.6. However though, I think, you know, if Bitcoin does start to get more downward pressure, then I'm more unching for MATIC onto this 1.366 zone. At this 1.366 zone, we're also looking at the bottom side right here, well, the top ranges of this. And if they go there, it's basically an extended Quasimodo where the previous highs haven't been achieved, so it's some kind of nuance, right? But if we do get here, I'm quite interested in longs. And of course, my first PT will be at 1.45-ish. And as I said before, if this does start breaking, then I'm looking for 1.2. So very conservative area for me. I'm not really that interested in longs right there. I'm mainly waiting for them to break out, then later on play the trend continuation. That will be my main idea on MATIC. If they do come to 1.3 and they start to slow down momentum there to the downside, then I'm interested as well. And if they just fall through, I'm looking for 1.2. So that's it for MATIC, and that's it for this forecast. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you next week. That's it for today's video, guys. If you liked it, please make sure to give us a thumbs up. And if you want to get free coaching from one of our top traders, please make sure to check out our Trader 10 supporters page on how to get this free coaching. Thank you very much and see you later.